Taking a look at the Rockets, they know this game will be a battle. The team they defeated in the conference finals, they're not taking this one lightly.
You think about the most complete players in the game. Anthony Davis on that list. Shaq, is there anything left for him to work on?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, James Harden is both.
No doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at LeBron James. He's received the fourth most votes in the West. If the All-Star game were today, he'd be starting.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Jones. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Ben McLemore is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Hartenstein in at center, locking down the middle.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Now here's Jones, following the miss by Russell Westbrook.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Harden inside the three-point line. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Now here's James, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since, he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin. He empowered trusted friends along the way. Hey, he's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Covington against Davis, inside, Hartenstein, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Westbrook against Jones. From 13, and it's Westbrook missing.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Covington with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Here's Harden on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fires it up. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by LeBron. Jones has got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Westbrook drives in. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's James. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. And Davis puts it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
When you're a championship contender, Chris, what are the aspects, the characteristics of an offense that is needed to get to that level?
You have to be balanced. You just can't be an inside team that can't shoot threes. You can't be a team that just shoot threes. You have to have guys that can dribble, that can get their own shot. You need guys that can catch and be standstill shooters as well, so that when you have the guys that dribble and get that space, their hands are ready and they're already ready. They're already prepared to shoot, and then it'd be really nice to have a post player.
He's making some changes here. Here's Jones. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Antetokounmpo, Caldwell Pope out there with Jones. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, the doctor in the last game against the Trailblazers really lit up the floor. He scored 36 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. He really played a complete game out there. He just seemed to be in rhythm and always in the right place at the right time. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Harden, no good. Lakers leading by 3. Jones drives in, and then Jones with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. In the second quarter, held scoreless. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Here is House. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Houston, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And he makes both free throws. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Jones. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Hartenstein, guarded by McGee. Snatched away. Here's Horton Tucker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Tries from 16, and Jones pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Count that one. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Right side, Jones. Off target from three-point range. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. McLemore, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Back to Jones. This one for 3. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by Houston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate, with some Gatorade. That's important. If 1 second left. A shot off that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, the doctor has been exceptional here today, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Hartenstein, and it's McLemore in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Westbrook, and they pick up 2. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this, GA. I mean, you try to jump on them, dictate the tempo, seize the momentum.
That's tipped. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Covington. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Left side, Jones over Westbrook. Jones, no luck. Rockets trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Floats it up for Davis. Rockets with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lakers leading by 12. Jones finds James. Jacks up a 3. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for James.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Harden outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Covington. Harden outside. Shot clock at 5. Latrey gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Caldwell-Pope outside. Back to Jones. Left side, Antetokounmpo. To the middle. 11 feet away. And another basket for the Lakers. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Harden right side.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the paint. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 25 points in the game.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Now a timeout called by Houston. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
And he's on fire. from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Houston with a big group substitution here. The Rockets shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And that one falls for Burke. The Lakers with the ball.
Rockets foul. That's his first personal foul.
Jones, that's for 2. Again, the Lakers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
The Rockets with another miss.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
To the inside. Good D by Covington.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Over Jones. Off target from the baseline.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Some people have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like Trae Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it like Anthony Davis, who it just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they can do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. And there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Jones. And it's Caruso in at shooting guard.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. And he's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
For 3, Westbrook buries it from three-point range.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Jones, that's for 2. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Jones has got 33 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Covington in the corner. They grab their own miss. Hartenstein. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Shot from the top of the key. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going in.
LeBron dishes to Jones. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Burke can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 20. Jones finds McGee. Outside, Jones from deep hits the three-point bomb. Jones has got 36.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Timeout called the Rockets. With more star players changing teams, the word tampering comes up. Chris, is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know
yes.
what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. It's on JaVale McGee.
At the line for your Rockets.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. And it's Jones with the ball for the Lakers. Westbrook with the steal. The rebound by the Lakers. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Jones. Davis gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And it's 6 points for Anthony Davis.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Harden inside the three-point line. Green for 2 points.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pass to Davis. Shoots over Covington. And the shot is long. Rockets trail by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Doctor.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And here's the Lakers. Right side, Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Covington finds Harden. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way up.
Oh, the bearded one cannot be intimidated. No matter how much contact Harden takes, he'll still find a way to finish.
Jones from outside, but they recover it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Hey, what's happening? This is Shaq. You guys came in locked and loaded once again. What's fueled your momentum during this win streak?
You know, Shaq, to be honest with you, a lot of it comes from the fans. We feel that energy at home, and then we're out on the road game, a lot of them make that trip with us. We see those jerseys in the stands, and it just makes us play that much harder, man. Much love to everyone who comes and support us throughout this journey.
Well, I'm a fan too, buddy. Great job.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I love it. Bombs away, baby. Give me those threes.
Okay, I hear you. I'm all for shooting threes. But look, not all threes are created equal. You can't just jack up shots and pray that they go in. You've got to be methodical about it. Now, all the time, you see fellas, they're putting up threes because it's easier than taking it to the rack. That's not good offense. That's just lack of effort, and it's inexcusable.
Hank will not excuse you.
Look, I could go on all day about this, but let's switch up things a little bit and take a music break. You ready for some music, Hornet?
Love me some tunage, Hank.
Let's get into it. This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your Los Angeles Lakers.
Get hip or get stuffed.